This is gonna be one of those videos that I'm sure won't make me a lot of friends, but let's just jump in with both feet. Kenji Endo is the man that always wanted to be a music legend ever since he was a little kid, but reality slapped him in the face so hard he lost his guitar in a tailspin. He ended up as a manager for a very small convenience store. He's also the only worker if you don't include his mom and his niece, both of which are equally as useful when it comes to helping run the store. One day, he hears that his old childhood friend, who he used to call Donkey, had committed suicide, but not before sending Kenji a letter that leads him to suspect that something weird is going on. Kenji pulls on that thread to uncover all kinds of crazy murders, a cult, and a global conspiracy, which is somehow all connected to his childhood. I started reading this manga way after it was completed, so there were already a whole bunch of people that talked about this and hyped it to the moon. People made it seem like it was a generation-defining manga at the same level as Berserk, so I was excited to start this one. Took me about 5 chapters to get into it, but once I got in, it held on to me for a while. The mangaka is for sure a veteran of mystery and suspense, and it shows in this work, at least up until the halfway point. From the start of the story straight until that point, my enjoyment just kept going up, but a little bit after that point, it started going down straight till the ending, and then the second ending. For me, it just slowly devolved from a great mystery to a run-of-the-mill soap opera that's been on the air for too long, packed with all the soap opera tropes, like crime lords and using amnesia to explain plot holes and introducing supernatural powers that don't really go anywhere and never really explained, and of course almost every character that dies returning from the dead. And that last one was very egregious in 20th Century Boys. Bunch of characters go in and out of death like it's Jada's bedroom, some without any explanation whatsoever. It really messed with the tension for me because at a certain point, regardless of the situation, I just knew no important character was gonna die. The manga as a whole isn't terrible, but these problems really mess with my experience of the second half, especially the ending. I see what kind of ending they were going for, and it was foreshadowed really well, but the execution was less than stellar. The 3 most interesting characters are Ochai, Kana, and Kenji. Ochai is the Zoro or the Suzaku of the story, the strong, dependable number 2 that could easily be the protagonist of his own story, and does have quite the story to tell. He probably has the strongest backstory of all the characters. Kana, well, there isn't much I can really say about her without spoiling, so let's just say that she is very significant to the story and represents the future, the 21st century. Kenji is one of those characters that all other characters flock to. He does start out as a loser bystander, but he really is at the center of everything. He just needs to learn to believe in himself a bit more. In the end, 20th Century Boys is as overhyped as growing up.